Hi viewers. Today we will talk about the physiology of digestive system. 80% of your immune system is located in your digestive system, making a healthy gut a major focal point if you want to achieve optimal health. As we all know, the belly rules the mind. Now, starting the physiology of digestive system with definitions. What is digestion? It is the chemical breakdown of complex biological molecules into their smaller component parts, like lipids, converted into fatty acids, proteins, into amino acids, and carbohydrates, into simple sugar. And what is digestive system? The system of organs that take food and liquids and break them down into substances that can use for energy, growth, and tissue repair. Breakdown of food takes place by two means: mechanically and chemically. Mechanically, by organs of digestive system, like teeth. Chemically, by enzymes, secreted through glands and accessory organs. What are the functions of digestive system? 1. Ingestion. It is the process of eating. 2. Propulsion. The movement of food along digestive tract by means of peristalsis. 3. Secretion. Secret digestive enzymes and substances that liquefies and adjust the pH. 4. Digestion. Process of breaking down food into smaller pieces. The process begins with chewing and carried out by enzymes in the stomach and small intestine. 5. Absorption is the movement of molecules from digestive tract to adjacent blood and lymphatic vessels. In other words, it is the entrance of digested food in the body. 6. Defecation is the process of eliminating undigested material through anus. Happiness is largely a matter of digestion. Now, what is path of digestion? When food enter in mouth, it is converted into small molecules, which further moves down by peristalsis. In esophagus, strong wave-like motion of smooth muscles move balls of swallowed food to stomach. Now in stomach, food is turned into liquid mixture called chyme that moves into small intestine. In small intestine, peristalsis continues, stretching out a piece of intestine, and wave-like motion through peristalsis mix and shifts the chyme on intestinal wall to absorb nutrients. In large intestine, water is absorbed into bloodstream. Then remaining waste products are excreted through anus. Digestive tract is long muscular tube with many sections and areas. It begins from mouth and ends at anus. Digestive tract consists of accessory and primary organs. Accessory organs include teeth, tongue, salivary glands, liver, gallbladder and pancreas. Accessory organs are not in digestive tract, but helps in digestion. Primary organs include mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. Let's discuss these parts individually. Number 1 is the mouth. Upper expanded portion which forms the beginning of the alimentary canal. Important parts of the mouth include the tongue, teeth and salivary glands. Tongue lies on the floor of the mouth and attached to the hyoid bone. Its surface has rough texture caused by papillae, which help to grip food as it is moved around the mouth and mix with saliva. Teeth. Mastication or chewing is carried out by the teeth, while the tongue moves food towards the premolars and molars. The mouth has 3 pairs of salivary glands. Number 1, Sublingual glands. Located below the tongue. Number 2. Submandibular glands. Located below the mandible. Number 3. Parotid glands. Located to the side of the earlobes. And the functions of these glands include secreting saliva for initial phases of digestion, and protection and lubrication of oral cavity. In a typical 24-hour period, 0.5 to 1.5 liter of saliva is secreted. Digestion begins in the mouth by two processes. Number 1. Mastication or chewing. By this, mechanical digestion takes place. Teeth will chew and break down large food particles, increasing the surface area of food particles. Number 2 is the secretion of saliva by salivary glands. Saliva contains amylase enzyme and lysozyme. Amylase causes chemical digestion of carbohydrates into maltose and provides an alkaline medium. And lysozyme is an antibacterial agent which prevents infection. The pharynx is divided into three parts. Number 1. Nasopharynx, which is important in respiration. Number 2. Oropharynx, situated posterior to oral cavity. Number 3. Laryngopharynx, situated below oropharynx and connected to esophagus. Functions of pharynx include: it facilitate the passage of food into the esophagus and prevent its entry into respiratory tract. Towards the end of mastication, the tongue and roof of the mouth gather and shape the chewed food into a pellet, called a bolus. It is pushed towards the back of the mouth and into the oropharynx. As the bolus reaches the posterior pharyngeal wall, the swallowing reflex is triggered. Then pharynx walls contract around the bolus, while the epiglottis closes over the airway. The bolus is then funneled through the upper esophageal sphincter into the esophagus. Next is esophagus. Is a hollow, muscular tube that connects pharynx to the stomach. After food is swallowed, it is moved down the esophagus by peristalsis, which is involuntary, wave-like muscle contraction of smooth muscle and digestive tract. The wall of the esophagus consists of 4 layers. The innermost layer is the mucosa, is made up of stratified squamous epithelium containing various mucus glands. Just outside of that is the submucosa, which contains connective tissues, blood vessels, and glands. The next layer is the muscularis, made up of striated muscles, smooth muscles, and the outermost layer is called the adventitia or sericea, is composed of loose fibrous tissue that connect esophagus with neighboring structures. The stomach is a hollow muscular, J-shaped organ, located on the left side of the abdominal cavity. Stomach consists of 5 regions. Number 1, cardiac region. It is the first part of the stomach below the esophagus. It contains the cardiac sphincter. Number 2, the fundus. It is the rounded area that lies to the left of the cardia and below the diaphragm. Number 3, the body. It is the largest and main part of the stomach. This is where food is mixed and starts to break down. Number 4, the antrum. It is the lower part of the stomach. It holds the broken down food until it is ready to be released into the small intestine. Number 5, pylorus. It is the part of the stomach that connects to the small intestine. This region includes the pyloric sphincter. Cells of stomach. 4 major types of secretory epithelial cells that covers the surface of the stomach. Number 1. Mucus cells. Secrete alkaline mucus to protect epithelium from HCl. The mucus contains mucin and bicarbonates to neutralize stomach acid. Number 2. Chief cells or peptic cells produce pepsinogen, which is converted to pepsin by hydrochloric acid in the stomach. It also secrete gastric lipase which functions to break down fats into smaller fatty acids. Number 3. Parietal cells secrete HCl that activate the release of pepsin, and it kills any microbes that are found in bolus. Number 4. G cells secretes gastrin, which stimulates the secretion of HCl. Functions of stomach. The stomach acts as storage tank for food. It performs the mechanical and chemical digestion by churning the bolus and then mixing it with gastric juice secreted by the lining of the stomach. Gastric juices contains HCl, salts, enzymes, water, and mucus. Then stomach delivers the chyme, means processed food, to the small intestine through pyloric sphincter. Now, stomach delivers the processed food to small intestine. For physiology of small intestine, stay tuned for second part.